Hey guys, how is everybody doing? This is Eric Broadus back again with another video. And in this video, I'll call this one "You Never Know Until You Try." And how I came up with the idea for this video was that I was talking to a young lady earlier today, and so she was telling me that she wanted to go into nursing school to become a nurse, and she had shared with me how glad she was that she had passed one of her math classes. She told me that math wasn't her particular subject that she was good at, but it was a subject that she needed, and in order to maintain her GPA and remain in the nursing school. Now she was telling me about some type of internship that she was going to be a part of, and she expressed that she had a fear of when they take her into the I guess the trauma unit or the trauma ward. She didn't know how she was going to act or react to it, or if she could handle the blood, or possibly seeing different types of medical trauma. And so it prompted an idea in my head on an experience that I had. And what I shared with her was she said that there were friends, what I'm saying, and possibly some family members that said, hey, nursing is kind of difficult. Why don't you change your major, and try to do something else? And I encouraged her not to do that, stay in nursing school if that's what your passion is, saying, stay the course and endure. But she shared that, she still was afraid of how she might react to seeing certain types of trauma, or whether or not she could handle the sight of blood. And so what I did was I drew on experience that I had when I was in Iraq. I did a tour of duty in Iraq for almost about a year in a combat zone, in a combat situation. And so what I shared with her is that before I had went to Iraq, I had these preconceived notions about how I would react, the fear I might feel when, I hit that combat zone, because before I had gone to Iraq, I heard stories from other vets and service members, and they came back, seemed kind of spooked or horrified, and they weren't exactly the same before they had left. And so what happened is that what I found is that initially when I got to Iraq, I probably might have been nervous or was scared, probably initially, maybe the first couple of days, but surprisingly I adjusted and adapted like almost instantly, and I responded totally different than what I expected of myself. After about 2 days, I just wasn't scared, and I don't know if you call it flight or fight syndrome, but I went the other way to the fight syndrome, where I don't know where this other person came from, but this other person came out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm not going to say an alter ego, nothing like that, but I responded in a totally different manner than what I thought I would, going to a combat zone and with all the different things that I saw and what was going on in that environment. And so what I'm saying, not just to her, but to anybody that's watching this video, you can't estimate something that you haven't experienced yet. You never know how you're going to react to something until you're actually or respond to something till you're actually in that situation. And so for anybody that's watching this video, I would highly encourage you, if there's a particular challenge or anything that you're facing that you might be afraid, and it's something for the better, I would tell you, face it, go through it and don't give up before you try, because you never know how you're going to do. I was told by a gentleman years ago when I was a young man that you don't know what you have in you until you use it. And at the time, I believe at some point early on in my young life, I used to have sports performance anxiety, and even before singing too, I would get performance anxiety. But when I would actually get there and participate in that sport, or either perform at singing or whatever like that, amazingly I did unbelievably well. I did better than what I thought that I would do. So what I say to individuals, and this goes for me also, don't psych yourself out before you've given yourself a chance, because you never know what it is that you're capable of. You don't know what you can do or what you can accomplish. And I said this before, that too many people let fear hold them back from stepping forward. Don't let fear hold you back from stepping forward, because you never ever know until you actually step out and take the leap of faith. We have to learn to trust ourselves. You got to trust yourself and believe in yourself. You never ever know what you can do. But I shared that with that young lady, and I encouraged her, and she said that she was going to continue and carry on in her pursuit of becoming a nurse. You know, that right there is a passion. And for any of you, if you have a passion or something that you want to pursue, or something that you desire to become or accomplish, then I say to you, Godspeed, and go for it. Don't be afraid, and don't worry about what other people have to say about your dream, because everybody's dream is something different. And as I said before in my previous video about having the courage to move forward, most people are not going to be with your dream, even if they even understand it. But most people, when it's a difficult accomplishment, most people are scared to step forward. That's why as you move up, the air gets thinner, because most people want to stay in the masses where it's comfortable at. So you have to step out of your comfort zone, and you have to give yourself a chance, because you basically are all that you have. Our life is the sum total of the decisions and that we make, in a combination of circumstances, and some of the circumstances, matter of fact, many of the circumstances that we create. We can create circumstances that will give us favorable opportunities, but that can never happen if you allow fear to grip you and take a hold of you. We have to face our fears. You never ever know what you can become until you try. So don't psych yourself out. The mind is a powerful thing. Don't psych yourself out and be like, well, that obstacle, it looks impossible. My dad told me looks are deceiving. So you don't never know what you can do and how far you can go and what you can become until you actually step out and step into it. Just step into the ring and mix it up. Step into the ring. But that's all I have today. Just a brief short video, and stay tuned. I still got that true story of the day I forged my report card and what my consequences and repercussions were. But again, this right here, the name of this video is You Never Know Until You Try. So give yourself the best chance, and don't allow fear to hold you back from reaching your potential or whatever you can become. Guys, please like the video, unlike the video, leave comments, please subscribe to my channel, and share it and spread it with others. Please, my channel is growing, but I'm seeking to grow it and take it further. So once again, you never know till you try. Give yourself the best chance. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.